Alright, Dokkanners, it's time! I'm gonna go over the last anniversary LR for part 1, that being the Dokkan Fest TEQ Super Vegito. Super Vegito leads Earth Protecting Heroes, Fused Fighters, or Pure Saiyans, Ki plus 3, HP plus 200%, and attack and defense plus 170%. And he gives an additional 50% to HP, attack, and defense to Earthbred Fighters or Patara. Vegito has brought about the era of the 220% leads. So for this Vegito, you start out as Goku. Goku's passive, Elder Kai's plan, is the following. For stats, he gets attack and defense plus 200%, an additional attack plus 200% when attacking, and he supports Earth Protecting Heroes or Patara allies by giving them Ki plus 1 and defense plus 40%. This Goku also comes with an entrance effect. He has a damage reduction of plus 50% for 3 turns, which pairs up well with the fact that Vegeta comes in on turn 4. Goku also has some abilities based on his Ki level. At Ki level 10 or more, he gets attack effective against all types, and at Ki 20 or more, gets an additional super. To help with this, Goku gets an additional 2 Ki per type Ki Spear. Defensively, Goku has a base damage reduction of 20%. Now, depending on where you put Goku in the rotation, he gets some added benefits. He gets an additional damage reduction of 20% in slot 2 or 3, and he launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance to be a super in slot 2 or 3. This being a tag switch character means that you can switch between the two characters up until you grab a Ki orb. This also means that Vegeta comes with his own passive. Vegeta's passive, King Yema's plan, is the following. For stats, he gets attack and defense plus 200%, an additional attack plus 100% when attacking, and he supports Earth Protecting Heroes or Patara allies by giving them Ki plus 1 and attack plus 40%. Vegeta also gets some added bonuses based on his Ki levels. At Ki 10 or more, he gets a damage reduction of plus 20%, and at 20 Ki, he gets an additional super. To help with this, he gets an additional Ki plus 2 per type Ki Spear obtained. Now, defense is where Vegeta really shines. He has a base damage reduction of 50%, and depending on where you put him in the rotation, he also gets guard in slot 1, and he launches an additional attack that has a 50% chance to be super in slot 1. Now, both characters come with an active skill. The main active skill that we all want is Goku's active skill, which is the Patara Fusion. It can simply be activated on turn 5 from start of battle. This allows you to fuse into Vegito for 4 turns. Now, this is only once. You can flip that card around as much as you want, but you can only do it once. This will obviously let you fuse into Vegito. Now, Vegeta's active skill is called Pure Saiyan Pride. This one's also solid, but obviously it's not as strong as Vegito. It gives Ki plus 3, and attack and defense plus 18%, and guard for the rest of battle. Now, this can also only be done once, and you can only choose one. So you can either fuse into Vegito, or you can do Vegeta's active skill. If you choose to turn into Vegito, you have another passive to look at. Vegito's leader skill, Vegito, Fighter of High Morale, gives the following. For stats, he full heals you, and he has attack defense plus 300% and an additional 200% attack when attacking. He also supports Earth Protecting Heroes or Patara allies by giving them Ki plus 2 and attack and defense plus 40%. And he gets an additional 3 Ki per type Ki Spear obtained. Vegito hits hard. What do I mean by this? He has a guaranteed additional super. Just offer it. He also gets an additional crit chance of 20% for each attack performed. And he counters with ferocious power. To add on to Vegito's overwhelming might, he has a strong defensive capabilities. He guards all attacks, and he has a base damage reduction of 60%. He also gets an additional 10% attack with each hit received. And he has a scouter. Overall, just such a busted unit. No wonder he's only there for 4 turns. Now, this being a tag switch character that has an additional 3rd character as a fusion, that means there's super tags for Goku, Vegeta, and Vegito. For Goku, his 12 Ki is the Kamehameha. This stacks attack by 30% and raises defense by 50% for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy. His 18 Ki, All Out Super Saiyan 3, stacks attack by 50% and raises defense by 50% for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. Vegeta's super attack effects are as followed. His 12 Ki, Big Bang Attack, stacks defense by 30% and raises attack by 50% for 1 turn and causes colossal damage to the enemy. His 18 Ki, Burning Stars Cannon, stacks defense by 50% and raises attack by 50% for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. As you can see, Goku stacks attack, Vegeta stacks defense. So depending on which one you super with more, leads to either you do more damage or you're a better defensive character. A very balanced sort of kit. Vegito only has one super. His 12 key is an Ultra. The Kamehameha. It gives attack and defense plus 50% for one turn and causes mega colossal damage to the enemy. Vegito also has his own active skill, which is a Spirit Sword. This can be activated anytime after Vegito appears. This causes ultimate damage to the enemy, gives defense plus 300%, and directs all attacks to Vegito. This also gives Vegito guaranteed crits for the turn. With all that being said, let's take a look at this beautiful animation.
Vegeta! こいつがスーパーベジータを見せてやるか。遠慮はしないぞ。
What a badass. Anyways, each of them comes with their own link set. Let's start with Goku's. Goku has All in the Family, which gives defense plus 20%, Super Saiyan, which gives attack plus 15%, Experienced Fighters, which gives attack plus 15%, Kamehameha, which gives attack plus 10% when performing a super, Prepare for Battle, which gives Ki plus 2 and attack and defense plus 5%, Fierce Battle, which gives attack plus 20%, and Legendary Power, which gives attack plus 15% when performing supers. Vegeta's link set is as follows. He has Prodigies, which gives attack plus 15%, Super Saiyan, which gives attack plus 15%, Experienced Fighters, which gives another attack plus 15%, Saiyan Warrior Race, which gives attack plus 10%, Prepare for Battle, which gives Ki plus 2 and attack and defense plus 5%, Fierce Battle, which gives attack plus 20%, and Legendary Power, which gives attack plus 15% when performing a super. Goku and Vegeta share 4 out of 7 links, and you can link them together, but those 3 links are what help differentiate this unit, especially the fact that Goku has All in the Family. Vegito also has his own link set. His links are as follows. Golden Warrior, which is all enemies defense minus 10% and Ki plus 1, Super Saiyan, which is attack plus 15%, Power Bestowed by God, which is attack plus 10% when performing a super, Fused Fighter, which is Ki plus 2 and attack and defense plus 5%, Prepare for Battle, which is Ki plus 2 and attack and defense plus 5%, Fierce Battle, which is attack plus 20%, and Legendary Power, which is attack plus 15% when performing a super. Now, Once again, we're going to bring up team concept for this character. This being the first 220% Dokkan Fest leader, we are obviously going to run him in the leader slot. We're bringing back the Super Saiyan 3 Goku. However, he does not support this Vegito character, which is real disappointing because Goku goes Super Saiyan 3 in his 18 key. We're bringing the TEQ Gogeta because he's got to link real well with the Vegito. He can go slot 1. We're bringing the Family Kamehameha with the amazing standby. We're bringing Beast Gohan with the extra help in slot 1. And we're bringing 9th Anniversary Gogeta with the Rainbow Orb changing and the extra damage. Obviously for the friend unit, it's another TEQ Vegito. This team is uber busted. Now, in terms of link buddies, the TEQ Vegito pairs well with the TEQ Gogeta, the SSJ3 Goku, and while in base, he can pair up with himself. Maybe when Super Mario releases for part 2, he will be the #1 link buddy, but for now, these are all your strongest link buddies. Let's go over what I think is the best case scenario for this Vegito. Well, he is the god of Dokkan, easily #1 in the game. Goku is a slot 2 monster until Vegeta arrives, and then Vegeta is a slot 1 beast if you either want to hold off on Vegito or choose not to fuse. Vegito, if you choose to bring him out, is him. He is easily clearing the rest of Dokkan. His kit makes him easily top tier, and his active skill is insane. When you use his active skill, it's actually better to put him in slot 1. So he can take on all the attacks and dish out a bunch of counters that get increasingly stronger. Now, in terms of hit potential recognitions, it's easily whatever you want. This Vegito is so good that you can convince me to do anything and you wouldn't be wrong. This character stacks, so you can easily convince me to go for some additional. Dodge is always good. That Goku in the start of the fight is not a slot 1 character, so you could convince me that he needs some dodge. And with crit, Goku and Vegeta have no built-in crit, so you could easily convince me that we should go with crit. When Vegito comes out, she'll get crit, but besides that, the base characters don't have any crit. That is how insane this Vegito is. Now, in terms of categories, Goku and Vegeta have a ton of categories. So we have Earth Protecting Heroes, Fused Fighters, Pure Saiyans, Earthbred Fighters, Tara, Majin Buu Saga, Goku's Family, Super Saiyans, Turtle School, Bond of Friendship, Accelerated Battle, Kamehameha, Bond of Parent Child, Resurrected Warriors, Vegeta's Family, Worthy Rivals, Otherworld Warriors, Final Trump Card, Battle of Wits, Gifted Warriors, Time Limit, Mastered Evolution, and Successors. You get categories from both Goku and Vegeta, you're gonna be on a ton of teams. Now, really quick, let's take a look at their banner unit. The banner unit being the GOAT, STR Hercule, that fuses into Gokyo. He leads Earth Protecting Heroes or Saviors, Key +3, HP attack and defense plus 130%. Hercule's passive, Trustworthy in Crucial Moments, gives the following. For stats, Hercule gets attack and defense plus 250%, defense plus 30% for every attack received or evaded up to 150%. For defense, Hercule gets damage reduction plus 90% for the first hit in the turn, a dodge chance of 40% after receiving that first attack. He gets an extra dodge chance of 45% if there's another Earth Protecting Hero ally on rotation. That means his dodge chance after that first attack goes up to 85%. That's insane. Hercule also supports. He gives Earth Protecting Heroes Key +2 and attack and defense plus 50%. And he gives Super Class allies Key +2 for 2 turns after evading an attack. A really well-rounded side banner unit. Now, as far as super attack effects are concerned, Hercule has a 12 key and an active skill. His 12 key, Hercule's Rage, stacks attack by 50% and also raises defense by 50% for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to the enemy. It also comes with a 50% chance to stun. And then we have his active skill. His active skill, a Fantastic Fusion, can be activated after Hercule receives 5 attacks or evades 5 attacks. This will allow you to fuse into the GOAT, Gokyo, and it will raise attack by 500% for the attack and cause ultimate damage to the enemy. All attacks during the turn are crits, so that active skill is going to be insanely powerful if you stack up to it. Now let's take a quick look at the animations for the GOAT.
力を貸さんか。
God, he's so good. Anyways, Hercule's link set is the downside of his character. Him being an earthling with nothing going for him doesn't really help. His link set is as follows: Money, 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 which is Ki +2 and defense +20%. Hero, which is defense +25%. Power bestowed by God, which is attack +10% when performing a super. World Tournament Champion, which is Ki +2 and defense +10%. Infighter, which is attack +15% and all enemies defense -15%. Champion's Strength, which is Ki +2 and damage reduction +5%. And Fierce Battle, which is attack +20%. What do I think is the best case scenario for this Goku? Well, the goal has arrived. This is probably the best side banner unit ever, along with the best unit in Dokkan ever. Hercule's a very solid banner unit. He is meant to dodge, and while dodging, he's stacking. And while he's stacking, he's supporting. And then once you do enough stacking and dodging, he launches the ultimate Spirit Bomb. He is just insane for a side banner unit. And in terms of hidden potential system, I chose dodge, then additional, then crit. This Hercule is built on not getting hit, so you need to have dodge. Obviously, he comes with 85% dodge and 90% damage reduction on that first hit, but you know, better safe than sorry. Hercule stacks attack on super, so additional is useful. Obviously, you're not always going to get the hidden potential super, but it's always nice to try. And crits are not super valuable, as the active skill guarantees crits for the turn, and that's when you really want the crit. Beyond that, he'll just naturally stack attack. So crits welcomed, not super necessary. Now categories. Gokyo is on Bashin Blue Saga, Earthlings, Katara, Fuse Fighters, Bond Trump Card, Bond of Parent and Child, Bond of Friendship, World Tournament, Tournament Participants, Earthbred Fighters, Saviors, and Earth Protecting Heroes. Should you summon? Hell yeah, easily, 1000%. Oh my god, you should definitely summon on this banner. Like, it's ridiculous. The Vegito is so good. Hercule's pretty solid. It's an easy summon. Like, there's no doubt in my mind. Obviously, part 2 has 3 other LRs, so you should save a little bit. But for this banner, you should definitely try to get that Vegito. He's easily number 1 in the game. And if you get the Gokyo, that's like a little cherry on top. All in all, that's the last anniversary unit that we're going over for part 1. I think I can speak for everyone when I say Vegito is number 1 in the game. Goku is pretty solid, so I hope you enjoyed at least one of the 3 LRs. Maybe you really like the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta. Can't hate on you for that. Maybe you like my personal favorite, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, or you just like overwhelming power and you like the Vegito, which is perfectly fine. I just hope your summons go really well, you get the unit you're looking for, and I hope you have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.